Right, let's jump straight in. Have you ever felt just completely overwhelmed by the challenges piling up in front of you? Ask yourself right now, no matter how many problems crash into your life, do you want to keep moving forward with unshakable courage? Well, if you refuse to be defeated, you're in the exact right place. Because in today's explainer, we're going to unlock 5 absolutely essential life lessons delivered by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. It's a pretty heavy question, isn't it? Will you keep moving forward? Look, it is absolutely crucial to understand that these 5 lessons we're about to unpack, they aren't just some ancient theoretical words. Not at all. They are invaluable, hard-hitting truths meant entirely for our everyday, modern lives. Think of them as a real survival kit. To truly get this, we've kind of got to picture the ancient battlefield of the Mahabharata. There stands Arjuna. He's literally one of the greatest warriors of his time, but he's completely paralyzed by deep confusion, grief, and hesitation. Honestly, it mirrors exactly how we feel when we face overwhelming modern struggles. And just as Krishna's wisdom pulled Arjuna out of that paralysis, it can act as the ultimate roadmap for us today. So, what exactly are these 5 life-changing lessons? Well, today we are going to cover the importance of pure action, facing your hardships head-on, mastering your own mind, accepting the flow of life, and staying true to your path. Let's get right into the first one. Lesson number 1. Focus on your duty and honestly, do not worry about the results. Think about how we usually operate, right? Before we even take the very first step toward a new goal, our exhausting internal anxieties just take over completely. We're constantly asking, am I going to win? Are people going to praise me? What if I completely fail? But Kristen counters this with a really sharp, comforting truth. Your effort is 100% in your hands. The results? They're not. The timing and the exact outcome are simply beyond your control. You could apply this literally right now. If you're a student, your only duty is just to study well today. If you're out there relentlessly searching for a job, your duty is to apply daily without stopping just because you're scared of rejection. If you're running a business, just focus on improving your work. You see, when you stop obsessing over the finish line, you actually unlock the energy you need to run the race. Do your work honestly and just drop the fear of the result. All right, moving on to lesson 2. Never fear your hardships. Think back to Arjuna for a second. He was facing a literal, massive, bloody war. His grief was immense. Now, most of us aren't facing a physical army today, but our personal wars are just as daunting. Money problems that keep you up at night, job issues that completely drain your confidence, relationship stress that breaks your heart, or just devastating failure. These are real massive battles. Arjuna's fear on that battlefield is exactly like the deep anxiety you might be feeling about these very issues right now. But here is the absolute game changer you have got to remember. Hardship is not permanent. The pain, the stress, that total exhaustion you're feeling today, it's not going to last forever. Tomorrow doesn't have to look like today. So instead of running away, build the internal resilience to face it head on. Trust the process, keep your faith, and just keep going. Which brings us to lesson 3. Make your mind your absolute greatest ally. Our biggest enemy is rarely some outside force. Our own mind is actually our greatest obstacle. It loves taking a tiny issue and magnifying it into a total catastrophe. So how do we fix it? First, meditate for just a short time daily to anchor yourself. Second, you have got to stop that toxic habit of unnecessary comparisons. Your journey is yours alone. Third, actively shut down negative thoughts. Do not let one single failure convince you that you're done for. And finally, lock onto your goal. When your mind is finally working for you, you can navigate life's pure chaos with profound inner peace. Lesson 4. Happily accept the changing nature of life. Okay, we really have to swallow a tough pill here. Literally nothing in this world is permanent. Everything is constantly shifting. Happiness and success are on one side, sadness and failure are on the other. They're just 2 sides of the same coin. When you are going through incredibly hard times, please don't despair and think, well, I guess this is my life forever. And on the flip side, when you are standing on the peak of success, don't let arrogance take over. Neither state is going to last forever. So, what do we actually do with this ever-changing reality? We radically embrace it. You've got to extract the vital lessons from every single defeat, and you have to pull true humility from every victory. Accept change as a completely natural, healthy part of life, and use the highs and the lows to make yourself better every single day. And finally, lesson 5. Never abandon the path of truth and duty. We have all faced this incredibly frustrating situation, haven't we? Sometimes, even when you do the exact right thing with the purest intentions, people will still completely misunderstand you. That is exactly why checking your own internal moral compass is so vital. Ask yourself right now, am I doing the right thing? That is literally the only question that matters. The fleeting opinions and criticisms of other people, that's just background noise compared to the quiet confidence of knowing you're on the right path. So, the takeaway here is to just perform your duty honestly, without stepping on others to get ahead. Do not sell out your values for a quick paycheck or for the shallow praise of the crowd. The path of truth is rarely the easiest route. Actually, it's usually the hardest. But it is the only path that guarantees you'll sleep with a peaceful mind at night. Okay, let's do a super quick recap to really lock this in. 1. Do your duty without obsessing over the results. 2. Never ever fear your hardships because they're temporary. 3. Control your mind so it becomes your best friend. 4. Gracefully accept change. And 5. Never leave the path of truth, no matter who misunderstands you. If you take nothing else away from today's explainer, please let it be this. No matter how dark the situation seems right now, no matter how heavy the burden feels on your shoulders, never lose faith and never stop trying. You are the hero of your own journey, and you absolutely have the strength to keep stepping forward. If you found some comfort, clarity, or just a little bit of strength in these ancient yet incredibly modern truths, please share this explainer with your family and friends. Somebody out there definitely needs to hear it today. And to make sure you never miss out on more deeply useful spiritual insights, hit subscribe on SKN Creations to keep elevating your mindset. Thank you so much for learning with me today. But before you go, I want you to ask yourself a final question. Which of these 5 lessons do you most need to apply to your biggest struggle today? Think about it. Stay focused, stay courageous, and I'll leave you with this beautiful sign-off to carry you into the rest of your day with a calm and validated spirit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.